Hey, what is up? Man, we are so glad that you are here with us. Today, we're at the old Scotch cemetery. And where we're at?
Carthage, North Carolina.
Carthage, North Carolina. We happened to discover this kind of by accident because we were looking for another place to go and it was a bomb. So we were looking for cemeteries close to us and this popped up on our Google search. And man, I'm so glad we found this. We did a walkthrough just a moment ago without the cameras going. And this place, guys, it's an amazing cemetery.
It's old.
Very old. I could see us coming back here multiple times.
It's extremely old.
Yeah, for real. It's not a really huge cemetery, but it's got a lot of people in it. If that makes any sense. So, come on with us. And let's see what we can discover together, because you are going to be with us on this adventure. So let's go. I want to speak to the spirit of Miss Margaret McLean. Are you here? Awesome. 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 Thank you so much for being willing to speak to us. My name is Debbie. This is, I'm going to try that again because I am not Debbie. Hector.
You ought to leave.
I know, I probably will. My name is Danny, and this is Debbie. And we mean you no harm, Miss Margaret. We just want to speak to you. Is that okay with you? Miss Margaret, you died 1848. Can you tell me what caused your death? This was an illness? Can you show us what kind? Picking up on anything?
He's having a hard time breathing. Did you have a hard time breathing?
Yes.
Short of breath? Short of breath?
Yes.
Because I feel like a heaviness.
Yeah. Like something sitting on your chest.
Yeah.
It's really hard to breathe. Is that you we're feeling, Margaret? Did you have pneumonia? Is this what killed you? That makes sense for the breathing issues. Wow. Did you have any children, Miss Margaret? Are they out here?
I feel a no.
Yeah. Got a no on that. Is your husband out here?
There is a hesitation on that.
Yeah.
Because
she's pointing. What's the name on that one?
Christian McLean.
Was Christian your husband? Yes. Miss Margaret, is there anything that Debbie or I could do for you while we're here? Do you have anything you would like to talk about? Can you tell us a little bit about the times that you lived? Because this is year 2024, and I cannot really get a clear picture in my mind of what life would have been like for you. You lived a hard life?
There's a lot of struggle
Yeah.
because it was like their family was like a clan. I don't want to mean that in a bad way,
No,
but
that's the way they looked at it.
like a clan, like everybody was together.
Yeah, she's totally in agreement with that.
And this cemetery is like basically clan. Like
Yep.
it's everybody who was
Yep. So everyone that was in your clan is buried here. Did you live near here? Can you point this rod in the direction? Over there.
over there. I feel here, back in that direction.
That's where she's pointing.
Then who is there?
Were there houses all through here, kind of like a little
Community. Yeah, like a settlement.
Yeah, it was a settlement. Were you guys the original Scotch settlements here? Settlers?
Yeah, but there was more that came after.
Yep. Wow.
There were more of you in this state than people thought.
Yep.
Like they were spread out. They just weren't confined in one area. They were spread out.
Yep. Yep. Miss Margaret, you got anything else for us? She's showing me pictures of the cottages they lived in. They were made out of log. And you use mud in the cracks. Did each house have a fireplace? You use natural stone?
I want to say straw, but not straw, like twigs, were used in roofing material.
Yeah, like thatch.
Yeah.
Yep. Wow. That's awesome, Miss Margaret.
Because see, they relied on other people for means of support. When I say means of support, I'm talking food, because you had to have something to barter with to get livestock and animals to sustain the family.
Yes.
So,
did you have livestock here? The community? No.
no.
So you bartered for it. Your meats and your vegetables, grains.
Yeah, they did it was a bartering system to survive.
Yeah.
And this area didn't thrive really well.
Nope. Did not.
So some people left and moved, and some people stayed because it wasn't thriving. It was like, I'm seeing people leaving and people staying.
Did your children, are those one of the groups of people who left? They wanted to find a better way?
So, yeah, so with that, they're like, we can't support 2.3 kids continuing the bartering. We got to go out and work. basically like find a way to take stuff into market and sell it, because they weren't doing that here.
Yep.
It was basically they were doing goods like building things and bartering for fruits and vegetables and meats.
Y'all made a lot of handmade furniture, and you bartered this off for food and other products you needed?
Fabric, for clothing.
Did your men hunt? They were able to get deer meat?
There was a goat farmer around here, wasn't there?
Yes.
The goat farmer was willing to do bartering, but after a while he quit. Because there was just no more goods he could take, because he had already had everything. What he was missing, he had got. So there was nothing else for him to give. So.
Yep. Totally. Do you have anything else for us, darling?
There wasn't really a lot of cattle. It was like chicken, goat, whatever wild critters they could hunt or would come into a trap, because they would trap a lot.
Breed.
Yeah. Did a lot of trapping.
I'll try that again. She is showing me like a wooden fence that is high up. It's a high fence where they would keep the deer at, so the deer would breed and they would have continuous meat. Is that true, Miss Margaret? But you guys did not do this until the goat barterer stopped, did you? Makes sense. Did you have people living out in that area too? I can see it's almost like a circle.
That's what I'm saying. I'm feeling like there's something over there.
So it was like a circle, right? Did you guys have a fence up around your village? Yes. I see it, the wooden fence with the cut off, pointy looking tops of the trees. Yep.
Also, there were more males than females, correct? Yes. Yep. And that's another reason why the disbandment happened.
These men had to find a women.
There was more men than there were women.
Wow.
So the ones who were here were the ones who came. They were already together. So, yeah, the offspring, there were more males born to these families than there were females.
Mm-hmm.
Now, so you guys really didn't come here, quote unquote, blood related, but you considered yourself family. It was like, friends and close people,
Yes. Yes.
So there was more males being born in this group than there were females.
Yep.
So that's the reason why and everything was starting to become non-sustainable.
Did you die on this land, Margaret? Was there fighting between you and the natives that were here? Were these Native Americans? When I say that, I'm talking about the Indians. I can see the battle.
For a long time, nobody knew they were here.
Right? They kept to themselves and they kept quiet
Yeah.
for a long time.
Nobody knew
Just
they
eating
were.
off the land.
Yeah. Talk about off grid.
Yep.
Because where we're at, this is technically nowhere.
Right. So you guys didn't even become discovered until you started bartering. Is that correct? That's when people found out they were here. Wow.
Crazy.
It really is. Thank you, Miss Margaret, for speaking to us. Is there anything else we can do for you? Okay, we're going to move over there and speak to your husband, okay? Mr. Christian McLean, are you here? You are the husband of Margaret? The one between you guys, is this your child?
There's nothing on that.
Was this a boy? Can you tell me how old he was when he passed? I'm getting 12, 13,
There's no name.
12? But there's nothing on that headstone. It was not carved very well, was it? Okay, I understand. So you heard the conversation that Debbie and I had with Margaret, right? Can you tell me what your primary goal was in the community? You were very important in this community. You did a lot of trading. You traded goods for other things within the community.
Well, that's how they basically survived. They really didn't have anything else to go on. They were woodworkers, um, um, smiths.
Yeah, blacksmiths.
Like they all. Some gentleman up there was a farrier.
I mean, you race fairies.
No, horseshoes. A farrier.
Did you guys have a lot of horses here? 50 plus? For the blankets on the back of the horses, I'm seeing deer skin. Is this correct? Wow. Wow. Is it okay if I call you Christian? You were well respected in this community, weren't you, Christian? Not only did you do the trading, but you were also very headstrong in the religious aspect of this community.
Yeah, because law of the land, law like their law. If
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
There was to be no thieving. There was to be none of that, because what you took from one was basically you took from everybody.
Exactly.
So
You were there to make sure everybody did what they were supposed to. So you were basically kind of like,
he was like their mayor,
yeah,
their governor, their mayor, their.
yeah, you were very important. Christian, is there anything you would like to say while we're here? He said no, Margaret's already said it all. Oh, what do you point to? Are you standing over there? Over there? Over there? You're moving around. Whenever it pulled over there really hard, I felt that it was really strong. Okay, Christian, is there anything you need from us while we're here? Anything we can do for you? Is there anything else you want to say? All right, sir, we're going to move on and speak some more in your community, okay? Thank you for being willing to speak to us.
This is Norman? Mary?
Husband and wife?
Yeah, but the sacred to the something of Mary McLeod died October 27, 1859, age 85 years. Sacred memory, sacred to the memory of Mary. So this is Mary and this is Norman.
Gotcha.
I had to, because over here I was like, oh, that's a memory.
Yeah.
And then over here it's kind of chipped out.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, sacred to the memory of, sacred to the memory of.
Okay. Let's see if we can talk to him.
He died July 8th, 1836, 1859. So 13 years later, she passed.
Yep.
And no nakes.
No slickbacks.
I don't want no nakes.
We would like to speak to the spirit of Mr. Norman McLeod. Mr. McLeod, are you here? Yes.
You like it up here because it's quiet.
Yep.
Don't like being bothered. Nope.
You don't want to be bothered.
So are you okay with us being here? Okay.
He said just don't overstay your welcome.
Okay. We'll be brief. Did you enjoy living on this land here? It was hard at times, was it not?
Yep.
You got overran. I don't want to say by a certain group or certain people, but they felt like they were ran out of here. They felt that they had to leave. They felt pressured to leave. That was the remaining few that stayed till the very end.
So you were among the last ones to die off here?
Now you have to understand something. In his mind, yes. In his mind, yes.
Because after he died, that's it.
Right. In his mind, he was it. There was no more. But there was only a handful.
You hear that?
Did you hear that?
Yes, I did.
It sounded like knocking.
Yes, it did.
Like someone knocking on a piece of plywood or
it wasn't a woodpecker.
No.
Because you can tell a woodpecker sound.
Yeah, because they make that noise.
Yeah, it sounded like.
Yeah. Who knocked?
Did someone knock on one of these trees? Is it someone trying to get our attention? Can you show us where you're at? See that one headstone right there?
The one lonely one right there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that you? Yep.
It sounded like somebody took a step, like coming out of that brush over there.
Wow.
Is somebody walking back there? Yes. Are they walking out or walking into? Are they walking out?
No.
They're walking in. No. But there's somebody out there.
Is this a scout?
So there's an Indian in there?
Wow. Was this one of your friends? Okay, so that leads me to another question then. That just opens up the door to a lot more. So I know this was a Scottish community, but did you guys have members of the Cherokee tribe here with you? No. But you had friends among the Cherokees. Okay, but you did not live together. No.
So was that him that knocked?
No.
It wasn't. Was it you who knocked? Okay.
No.
Okay. Do you know who did? Yes. I heard it as plain as day, like somebody knocking on a door.
That's why I looked at you, man. I was like,
did
I was hoping you heard it.
I heard it.
Wow, that's awesome.
So who knocked? He knows who knocked.
Mr. Norman, can you tell us who it was? The chaplain? It was a chaplain.
But why would he knock?
He's trying to get our attention, right? He has something he wants to say. Okay, thank you, Norman. Is there anything more you would like to say? He said, no, I'm tired.
I feel your pain.
What's his wife's name? Mary?
Yes, Mary. Yes, Mary.
Miss Mary McLeod, are you here? Miss Mary, are you here? She's moved on. And that's why he don't want to talk a lot.
That was freaky deaky.
Yeah, it was. Let's go find out who that was.